Ta-da!
Yeah, da-da-da-da.
It's a one of a kind.
Okay.
And it's designed to take apart so that you can transport it in smaller than a truck.
Okay.
And the shelves are separate. The headboard's in two pieces. The footboard's in two pieces. You have two separate side rails, end rails, and then four separate bed slats. So it's all in pieces. So it makes a big pile when you're done. But it's flat enough and compact enough that it should fit in a smaller vehicle.
What about color coding?
So it has color codes along the bed slats have to go in a certain spot, but they also have to go a certain direction. So this side, you match the colors and the dots. There's one purple dot and one purple dot. One orange dot, one orange dot, one green dot, one white dot, one white dot.
Follow the dots.
The other side has two dots, so you know that the two dots have to match up on that side. So you don't want to put the slats in when you have one dot with two dots. That's wrong.
Oh, what about the headboard? How do you put it together?
The headboard's in two halves. The outside edges of the bed are the ones with the overhang.
Well, obviously, Jenny, Sweet Dreams Jenny has to be a certain way, so you can't mess the headboard up.
Right.
Let's go in the back and show them how that bolts on.
But the headboard has, for the two halves, has 4 bolts in it. And they're 3/8 inch by 3.5 inch bolts. And you have to put the two sections of the headboard together first before you attach it to the bed frame. And you attach it to the bed frame with 4.5 inch bolts.
Where's the longest bolts go? On the headboard?
On the headboard.
And they're black, right?
Right.
Okay.
But they're 4.5 inches.
So all the rest of the bolts are the same length?
The headboard to the bed frame bolts that are black are 4.5 inches. The corners of the bed frame, so it has 2 bolts in each corner, so you have 8 2.5 inch bolts.
Okay.
Everything else is 3.5 inch that attaches the headboard together, the footboard together, and the footboard to the bed frame.
So then we have to do the same thing for the footboard, don't we? We've got bolts that we've got to put in.
Yeah, and you have to assemble the footboard and the headboard together before you attach it to the bed frame. And you can't attach it to the bed frame until you build the bed frame,
Okay.
which it has 8 bolts, 2 in each corner. You put that together, and then you start putting everything else together.
What about there's certain shelves go, the headboard gets 4 shelves, but they're marked underneath, right?
Yep.
Let's talk
So,
about it.
the shelves have 3 pegs in them to hold them. So you take lift up on that. So you take the 3 pegs out. So the bottom of the shelves for the headboard have green dots on them.
Okay. By the way, you need 2 people holding this. When you take it apart, it can fall on these shelves. When you take those things out, have another person in front.
3 pegs.
3 pegs. That works for everything. So the green is the headboard.
And if Grandma can put the pegs in, then anybody can put the pegs in.
Okay, so what's the difference? Because these slats are thinner here, thicker here.
The slats on the headboard are a little wider than the ones on the footboard.
So the ones on the footboard, there's 4 of them that go on the footboard, and they're smaller.
And they got orange dots on them.
You've got orange dots. Now you can put these slats up any way you want. You've got the bottom shelf a certain distance, so because you got to be able to get your bed in, and so you
But
go
by the
up.
measurements that I was given, the mattress should come to 24 inches from the floor. That's the tools you need.
What are they?
Wrench,
What size?
9/16 wrench,
What?
and a 9/16 socket with wrench, so you can turn it.
Okay, show them how you do it. Socket goes in there.
Right.
Go back over here.
On the other side. You turn.
And you crank it and you do it. Alright, enough of that. Get the power tool out. Let's go crazy with this thing. Please don't torque it way down real tight. How tight do they gotta do it?
Till it's snug.
Okay.
Need a screwdriver.
Okay, now.
That's it. That's all the tools you'll need.
Now show them what you're going to do because you don't want to do that. It's too slow for you.
I'm going to use the power tools.
Yeah, if anybody works for somebody that has power tools, they ought to go and borrow them or know somebody. So wrench on one side, power tool on the other. Ta-da! And you go through these bolts. On the footboard there's holes and there's notches. You can see them.
Yep.
That's where these bolts. What length are these bolts?
These are 3 1/2.
Okay.
Yep. They're 3/8 inch diameter, but they're 3 1/2 to hold the footboard to the bed frame. Each bolt will have 2 flat washers and a nut on it. One flat washer goes on the outside, the other flat washer goes on the inside.
That keeps you from hosing up your wood, okay?
Right. The footboard and the headboard, you got to put both halves together before you mount it to the bed frame. See, it's still in one piece.
Still in one piece. Now we gotta take the two halves of the headboard loose. Alright, so now we have 2 separate, show them separate, pull them apart now. Yeah, 2 separate footboards.
Headboard that attaches it to the bed frame.
And your headboard will be loose. And you use your mighty wrenches, and these are the black bolts that hold the headboard together. Alright, so the bolt head should be on the inside.
Yes, and the nut on the outside.
Nut on the outside.
So the headboard's removed from the bed frame.
It's
One piece.
One heavy piece.
One piece.
So now you're going to, you got how many bolts down the center?
There's 4.
4 bolts. Okay, now the main bolts that hold this headboard together are the big long black ones.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what do we have here but the bed frame? With the little deer tracks, I call them. The little footprints. All color coded. Now we're going to take...
Fairy prints.
The what?
Fairy prints.
Fairy prints. Yeah, well, Jennifer likes fairies. So there are 2 bolts on each corner, guys. And those are how long, Larry?
2 1/2.
So you go over, and all you got to do is take those out. That's a total of 8 bolts. And how long are those? 2 1/2, right? And you're done. And then you have these slats. We'll talk about that in a minute. You just pop them up. Yeah. Now you see there's pegs on each side of this slats.
And they fit in the holes.
And they fit in the holes.
So you don't have to do any drilling or
No
screwing.
drilling or nothing. How convenient is that? Same thing. Just pop them out. Color coded. How convenient.
You got to line up the colors or match up the colors. White, purple, orange, green for the corners so that they line up, because you can flip them around and they won't fit.
So how does she know what the headboard part's going to be? How's it different from the footboard? Headboard is purple on one side. So the headboard is purple and white. The footboard is orange and green. Okay? Important. Holes won't line up if you don't do it that way. Okay? Orange, green footboard. Purple, white headboard. Alright, Larry, ta-da, you're taking off the footboard rail.
Yep.
Look how easy.
See, those brackets stay on.
Brackets stay on. 3 little screws a lot better light, okay?
That way it goes together better.
Alright. It's a bed kit. Then you're taking the footboard headboard off now? The rail?
I can't till you grab one in,
Oh, why?
because it's going to fall over.
Okay, so when we took the headboard, we realized that we have to hold these side rails, otherwise they just go kaplunk. So I think this is a two-man operation, two-woman operation, two-person operation. And we believe we can get this in our little car. Because we have a, what do we have? We can open up the trunk and then it goes through. It's a great experiment.
Yeah.
So
We're
this,
gonna find out.
yeah,
The pieces that I'm most concerned about are these. Getting them in the car.
yeah.
So I kind of forgot about them.
How long are they?
6 foot.
They're 6 foot, so we can do that. So the whole premise of this, Jennifer, is that you can get this and transport this bed without having to have a big old truck. Except for the mattress, we can't help that. So, Larry, what do you think? Is it 6 foot?
6 foot. Almost 6'6".
How long is the other one? So we'll give somebody some dimensions. The
That's
headboard.
5 foot.
And the
3 foot.
Okay.
These are the longest pieces. So they have to go up into the car between our console.
All right. So wave goodbye. Tell them bye, Jenny. I hope you like all this.
It was a challenge.
We decided we're not doing this, right? No more. This is it for the bed. We've had enough fun.
I get enough big projects. This one was too much for me.
Yeah. All right. Thank
But
you.
it was fun. I learned some stuff.
Yeah.
Like the shelves.
Oh my gosh. Let's look at the shelves again. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yeah. Hagen and getting them finished up and interesting. A work of love. Bye, Jenny.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.